Hello, this is Mr. Tom. I wanted to go do an overview with you as for the parents for parent conferences, since we have to do them virtually. Right now we are studying about the physiographic regions in Utah and learning about those. Our next step will be to learn about the Anasazi, Fremont cultures, and then go into the Utes, Goshute, and Paiutes, and then into the other settlements. I'm concerned mainly about those of you who have students who are not fulfilling the assignments and completing those. They are given time in class to do those assignments. I do not have books that I've checked out this term, so I've cut back the work so they can be able to do those assignments in class. And so they should be able to fill out those worksheets or do their vocabulary in class with plenty of time. The main problem I am seeing is that the students sometimes are not using the time effectively, and a lot of them will just kind of sit there and just kind of wait, and I don't know what gets them off task, but I try and give them a prompt to get back on task. So again, if your student is struggling or hasn't turned in an assignment and you've looked on Skyward and you notice that there's a 0 or a low score, talk to your student about what's happening during class that is causing them not to be able to do their work during class. Those of you that have low scores, like on a vocabulary assignment, if you would like to, I will allow your student to do that part that they did not complete so we can increase their score. They won't get all the points, but they'll probably lose maybe 5 points on out of a 50-point assignment. They get 45. But please tell them to talk to you while they're in class, and I will set up right then so they can work on that assignment during class, and we'll do an alternate type of setup for them so they can do that instead of the assignment that I have for them that day, if possible. I'm also hoping that your student will be on time. There's a few students that are having struggles with tardies and coming in late. So hopefully your student isn't one of those students that's struggling with that part. I will be ending the term a week before, so before October 14th, around October 7th. Anything we do up to that point, October 7th, will be the first term grade. Anything after that that we do will go on second term. I appreciate having your student in class, and please ask them to, if they have any questions, ask me while they're in class. And don't hesitate, please tell them don't hesitate to ask a question. And please tell them not to feel like their question is dumb, because if they're asking it, I'm sure there's several other students who have the same question or problem. I appreciate the effort your students are putting in. They're doing great work, and they're very respectful, and I appreciate that. If your student is having low scores, one other thing I just thought of is that might be an organizational problem. Some of my students, they're struggling with keeping their classes in their binders straight, and sometimes they just throw those papers in their binder, and sometimes we need to sit down with them and organize that. So each class has its own little place in the binder, so they know where to look for those papers that they can use for my class or they need for my class. Once again, the supplies that your student needs every day are paper and pens or pencils, and more than one writing instrument, if possible, please. A lot of your students are using mechanical pencils. That's great. And the only thing I ask is to make sure they have lead for those pencils in case they run out. They don't have to borrow a pencil from somebody else and things. I appreciate having the time to talk with you. Please don't hesitate to email me if you have further questions concerning your individual student. I'd be glad to answer those when I receive those and discuss with you any certain concerns you have for your student. Again, I'm glad I have your student in my class. Thank you for letting me teach them this year, and I appreciate taking the time to listen to this parent conference virtually, and I hope you have a good day. Thank you.